Hi, in this quick guide we'll break down how to use class teams, subject teams and department teams in Microsoft Teams for Education, and how Cloud Design Box makes it all simpler and more connected. Let's start with class teams. In class teams, this is where all the magic of teaching happens. It's your space to connect with students, set assignments, give feedback and run live lessons. Each class has its own team, automatically created and synced with your MIS when using Cloud Design Box. So the group membership's updated overnight. You might use this for collaboration in the classroom with things like Class Notebook. You might use assignments, so this might be a place where you set work that you're going to mark and assess, and all the grades flow back into your grade book inside Microsoft Teams. Subject teams bring your teachers of the same subject together and any other staff who help out in that particular area. So an example of this might be geography, history, physics as your subject teams. They're ideal for collaborative planning, storing shared resources, avoiding duplication, and preparing materials to share with your class teams. The idea is that everybody's working on those documents together. You're storing them in one place, so you've got one version of the truth, and you can make them available to students instantly through the student resource area. And back in those class teams that we saw earlier, students and teachers can access these centralized resources through an extra tab that we automatically provision into that class team. So although you're working in these centralized subject teams, storing your resources in one place, they're actually shared with all those class teams instantly. Department teams are staff only, where multiple subjects come together under one department, and you use them for things like departmental meetings, appraisals, CPD tracking and line management. They're your staff room for planning and communication with shared notebooks, private channels when they're needed. In this example, I might have a staff notebook and I might use it for things like my line management, appraisal tracking, because it's a bit like a class notebook where each member of staff gets their own section, but only the head of department, the owner of that team, can see everything. So if you do find Microsoft Teams quite daunting with all the teams that pop up when you log in, then one way to make sense of it all is a way that we use to bring it all together under a SharePoint intranet. With Cloud Design Box, we connect everything, your class, your subject and your department teams, into a single intuitive intranet. And it's personalized for me, so I can see all the classes that I teach rather than all the classes in the school. I can see all the subjects that I teach as a teacher, or if I was logged in as a student, or the subjects I'm enrolled on. And I can also see my department teams. So it's quick and simple and easy to use. Now, if you're part of a trust, we can take it a step further. We can set up MAT-wide department teams to collaborate across schools, share best practices and standardized planning. So this is a place that if you've got a subject leader that works maybe across the different schools, or a department leader that works across the different schools in the MAT, maybe they might be geographically located in different places, then what we can do is we can bring all of those teachers together across all of those schools. So for example, I can bring all the humanities staff together across all the schools. Even if each school is using a different MIS system, it doesn't matter. We can automate that. We can bring everyone together automatically, and you can share your best practices, your resources, and you can communicate and talk across all the schools in the MAT for that particular subject or department area. So whatever your structure, whether you're a school or a MAT, Cloud Design Box helps you manage teams automatically, saving you time, reducing confusion, and improving collaboration across the board. It's all about having that one version of the truth at both the MAT and the school level, and bringing everyone together so we're not working in silos and we can save teacher time. You can find out more about Cloud Design Box on our website. Please subscribe if you like these videos.